Alrighty then, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm glad that you're all here and I hope you've had a good day. So, it's me, Elite Shadow 69, and today I'm playing Destiny 2. Now, for those who've been on my channel for a little while, they might recognize that I've played this game before. A long time ago. The game's changed a lot, and so have I, and so I figured it would be good for me to jump back into it, especially considering the large, sudden reflux of me wanting to play. So, yeah, this is just going to be a little 10-minute video thereabouts, and yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm just going to do some gameplay, discuss some things that I like about the game, and yeah. Only doing it on this difficulty because I have no friends. That makes me sad. And I didn't grab the right weapons. What was it again? I'll do auto and that one because I'm not reorganizing my build. So in that case, I'm going to need an auto rifle and a sidearm. Grab that sidearm, that auto rifle. By the way, the way I'm pulling exotics out of nowhere, for those who don't know, I'm using the Destiny Item Manager website, which is a handy little tool if you're planning on playing this game at all. Destiny Item Manager will allow you to pull items from any character and from the vault, and also move them from characters to vaults, and so on and so forth. Now then. Ooh.
A friendly warning. I am detecting seismic events all along the planet.
So, for those who haven't played the game before, Destiny 2 is a first-person looter shooter, and with a heavy emphasis on superpowers that you get from various sources, and you use these godlike powers to come back from committing die and throw various elements at people. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely a lot to get into. Destiny 2's been going for quite a number of years now. In fact, I'm quite impressed with how Bungie's been able to maintain a player base for this long. But no, it's definitely one of my favorite games that I've played. It's one of the only games I've come back to over so many years, and that this and Warframe are the only other two games. If you want to see more Warframe videos, by the way, definitely let me know. In fact, if there's any game you want to see me play at all, definitely let me know in the comments below, or join my Discord server. Link to that will be in the description. And yeah, in the Discord server you can even have a chance to catch up with me and maybe even play something. You never know, I always need more people playing this game, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, so Destiny 2, there's a lot of there was so much content, in fact, that in Beyond Light they removed a lot of the older content, which to someone which might seem like a bit of a counterproductive idea, like why are you removing content? But once I've actually looked into it, and the explanation kind of makes sense. With the amount of content they had about, if I'm counting correctly, they would have had at least, if they didn't, with the release of Beyond Light, they would have had 6 campaigns in total, and you would have had access to all of them from the very beginning. And what did this do? Well, this is a fire team and a half, right? Problems with playing public queue, I guess. Not sure what I'm doing, I want this element. But yeah, so then they've decided that they're just going to start phasing out content with coming DLCs. In fact, they've even said that the current DLCs like Forsaken are going to get phased out, which makes sense to me. Like, I think Beyond Light, as it stands right now, Beyond Light you can jump into from the very beginning and doesn't feel like you're missing anything. So to me, it feels like they're gonna eventually just remove any content from before the Beyond Light era. So Shadowkeep and Forsaken are gonna bite the dust, and when you enter the game, the first campaign will be Beyond Light. Now, the game is free to play. is the first thing I'm going to say. Destiny 2 is first and foremost a free-to-play game. You can buy it for free and play it for free, but it's heavily implied that you should spend money on the DLCs because basically all the content is locked behind it there. Now obviously there is other things you can do, but you're missing out on basically raids, abilities, even like an entire subclass. And there is actually past season, some exotic weapons you miss out on by not buying all the season passes. And some people might think that, well, that's making me spend extra money just for an exotic weapon. No, there's actually like a full season's worth of content for you to dive into. And yeah, it's just unfortunate how much they've had to remove, but it also makes sense to me how much that they've justified it. And is my team just gonna leave? Yes, they are. They're going to completely ignore the other enemies, and we're going to lose rewards. Oh, well, we're all gonna die, and all those enemies are gonna despawn. So we've now lost our platinum, which makes me a bit sad. Which is why I like playing this game with friends, but none of them are online at the moment. Oh shit, I forgot this guy's here.
Apparently Cabal research uses giant drills. Zavala!
Preparation wins any fight, Ghost. Should they deploy the drills on Earth, we need your expertise.
Yeah, definitely recommend checking this game out if you haven't already. If you have, then good job, good on you, well done. It's definitely a fun game to play. Even though sometimes it feels like Bungie's just out for money, the game is free to play, and I think that was a smart decision by Bungie. They made the game free to play and removed the original campaign, which is what you paid for originally. Oh, of course, that's despawn now. Removed the original campaign, which is what you bought the game for, and then made the game free to play, but the rest of the campaigns you would have to pay for. And to me, that seems like a smart idea. It seems like it was the right thing to do. Like, I definitely can see what they were thinking there. Sometimes it might be a little hard to understand, but with a little bit of research and reading the TWABs or This Week at Bungie, you can definitely you know, piece it together what they were thinking almost. You know. Game decisions aside, the gameplay's fun. I think that's probably that's the biggest thing, is that the gameplay is engaging, and Bungie know it, and so they're putting more of a focus on gameplay with weekly content updates during the seasons, while also maintaining a story angle with story updates each week as well. But they've had to lose some of that story angle, but it's all still there. The stuff your character did in Destiny 1 and the Red War is still carried over, but it's just, you know, you didn't. It's eventually just going to treat it like it wasn't you who did that. It was some other Guardian who's now long dead, or something like that. Is what I think. I think that's the road they're going to go down. This video's probably not going to age well, but you never know. I mean, to me that makes sense, and I can play this game with no issues, knowing full well that they've gotten rid of content. I suppose it's easy for me to say though. I played Year 1 Destiny 2, pre-ordered it, played in Destiny 1, so I haven't missed anything. All the stuff that was removed I got into right, you know, before we missed out. So yeah, so it's easy for me to say, but I do have a friend who's just gotten, two friends actually, who just gotten into this game, and they found it kind of difficult adjusting because there's so much content that they don't know about, but it's, you know, it's constantly being referenced, and like the Red War and Cade, and well, I mean, they know what happened to Cade, but like the Red War and events for Destiny 1. I do think that they're planning on making this game more accessible for new players, and that's what Bungie's focused on. Focusing on making it accessible for new players rather than just keeping it the same. Because if the old players have already experienced the stuff they're removing, and the new players jump in for the first time and, you know, experience all the new content, then they haven't seen the old content, so they won't get overwhelmed by it. And anyone who's done it has done it, and they won't miss it, I think, is the path that they're trying to go down. And, you know, this game has a little bit for everyone, really. Like, if you're into PvP kind of games, there's a game mode called the Crucible, God forbid. A lot of people don't like the Crucible, especially with the Beyond Light update, but, you know, it's, if you like PvP, it's there. In terms of looking for YouTube content, as someone who doesn't play this game for PvP, it is very hard, because a lot of the PvE recordable content requires fire teams, and I don't have a fire team all the time, so that part gets kind of difficult for me on my end. But I mean, I enjoy playing this game solo, and I've recently got a few friends into it, so it's going to get a lot easier for me to do more of this. And if you like the content here, then definitely like, subscribe, blah blah, all that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't help you like at all, but it does help me with the YouTube algorithm. And oh, please don't tell me this guy's gonna die. This guy would not be AFK, that'd be great. But the long story short is it doesn't help you like at all, really, subscribing, unless you know, hit that little notification bell. You'll be notified whenever I upload a video, which is going to be more often, I'm hoping. It's going to be kind of difficult because I'm getting back into a rather busy routine relatively shortly. But as it stands right now, I'm going to be trying to get more uploads out, and definitely check out my Twitch. I'll probably link that in the description too. I'm going to try doing some live streams on there, just because YouTube and I don't like live streaming on YouTube. I've done it before, it doesn't really work out. Plus, if I live stream on YouTube, I can't listen to my music because YouTube. Whereas, you know, I can do it on Twitch and be relatively alright. Anyway. Yeah, if you like sub, then it'll help me with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll be more motivated to upload in the first place. And yeah, it's mainly for me. And if you really want to get updates on my content, definitely join my Discord server. I'll be posting live updates to upcoming videos for my channel that I haven't even recorded yet. And so you'll know about 2 days in advance what I'm going to upload, and I'm also going to be doing, you know, announcements for what live streams I'm doing and when and where. So definitely join that server, and who knows, if you're lucky, you might even get the chance to pop in a game or two with me. I'm, you know, relatively easygoing with what games I play. So if you can introduce me to a new game, then I'd definitely be down to give it a try. Because I'm, you know, as much as I love this game, I'm always looking for new games to play. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments or in my Discord server. I have a suggestions box there. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to, if all goes well, tomorrow I did have a live stream planned, but oh wow. Okay, tomorrow I did have a live stream planned, but I'm going to have to push that back to some plans I've made for tomorrow. So I'm going to have to push that back to Saturday for me. I am Australian Eastern Standard Time. But I'm going to have to push that back to a Saturday because I have got plans on the other days of the week. Yeah, of course, if you're watching this past that time, then I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, wow. Doesn't really matter too much if you're watching it past that time. Because, well, I mean, what are you really going to do about it? No, actually, what I'll do is I'll grab this. And also going to grab this. Okay. We've started. If I could get off this black screen. Alright. By the way, if there's any criticisms you have about gameplay, how I act, I'm trying to be more, what's the word? Is charismatic the right word there? Can't think at the moment. I'm trying to get better at gaming and talking, but it's never something that I've been able to do really particularly well. So, yeah, I'm trying something new, but we'll see what happens. All I can do is try at the end of the day. But yeah, if you have any, criticisms or any advice on how to improve, I definitely appreciate it. Alright, darkness envelops us. Oh, yes. Oh, no. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. A bit longer than what I'd scheduled for the video, but I mean, these missions take their time if you don't get a good fire team. Anyway, now that the video's all wrapped up, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for sticking around till the end of one of my videos. It means a lot to me. And yep, that's all for today. I hope you have a good day. I'm not going to be uploading for the next couple of days, I don't think, but I hopefully will have something out by this Saturday. If you're watching this past that point in time, well then, make sure to check that out, and I'll see you in the next one.